Okay, it's pretty cool today, right just above the minimum temp that you could spray paint at, and so I'm kind of reluctant to do any work on the cab. So what I'm going to do is, I've got the engine cross member, sorry, there's a transmission cross member here, and I've got to drill a hole in the middle between those two and clean it up, knock the corners off of it, maybe knock a little bit of the width off of it so that it fits a little bit better between the frame rails. And then I'm going to wire wheel it and sandblast it. And if the fireplace, which is not doing too good a job right now, to bring the temperature up a bit, I'll hit it with some primer, some of the black SPI primer, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I did a little bit more mudding of the back of the cab and the roof of the cab here, and I'm hoping that this is going to be the last batch of the body filler, and then next will be the spot filler, or the putty, which is thinner. I'm hoping that stuff I've got is thinner. But in the meantime, I was cleaning up my my transmission cross member. I degreased it. I went and I used my favorite degreaser and paint remover. It actually works quite well as that. Easy off oven cleaner. And now I'm just letting it dry off on the fireplace here, sizzling away. Okay, so I'm actually getting to the point now where I'm using some 3M dry guide coat here to tell me where the low spots are on this cab corner. You can see there's a couple of little creases in there. There's definitely something right there, and obviously a big thing right here and in this corner here, but otherwise it looks like it's not too bad. I haven't cleaned up that. I haven't properly sanded that part yet to determine that. I'm going to do the same on that corner there, and I'll set this up on a little tripod and see if it's worth showing to you guys. As part of the process, you might get some idea how this works. Okay, so basically all this powdered dry coat is it's just a black charcoal, and all you do is just rub it in to the surface that you want to check for high and low spots. Now obviously even visually you can see that there's a void here because I'm getting quite pronounced lines along there. But the idea being is that when you're getting closer to where you want to be with your coat, you just do your usual cross pattern with your longboard, and it will highlight all the low spots. And what that's showing me is that I've got a lot of low spots in this one. This one is actually pretty far from being done. See, there's a low spot there. You can see a low spot there as well, along here, along the bottom. This spot wasn't even touched at all. So I'm going to be doing a lot more mudding and sanding. Okay, so I thought I'd show just a little bit more of what the guide coat told me. Now that was a spot right there that I knew needed some filling because it was kind of opaque, as well as this spot right here. Oops, this spot right here. But what this guide coating has told me a bit more is that spot is just a little low, and that spot right there, didn't even notice it, is a lot low. So it is worthwhile to go through this process, even at this what I imagine most people would call a fairly early stage. So I'm going to get to it, throw some body filler on, and then another 20 minutes, do another batch of sanding. Okay, well, I've had my fill of this thing for today. It's about 7 o'clock. I think I'm happy with the roof here. I've sanded through the primer into bare metal on a few spots, but there's only a few small defects like that I think I can do with a bit of spot putty. And so I'm not going to muck with that anymore because it just seems like it's a whole lot more work for very little end results there. But when it comes to this stuff, this cab corner is still going to need a little bit more work. I'm going to skim the whole damn thing of it next time. And that, I think all of these are done. Yeah, that's just bare metal showing through again. This cab corner actually needs more work than the other one, but I'll skim the whole of this one here. And I keep forgetting to do this spot here, which is just a little depression. I think there's a little bit of a hollow there as well. It looks like there's a bit of guide coat right there. Roof. Back part of the roof. Okay, I just didn't sand that guide coat off there. Seems to be a hollow right there. Seems to be a bit of a hollow there. A bit of a mess there. Hollow. Yeah, this is still going to require a fair bit more work on the back of the roof here. Probably at least one more coat. Maybe I'll try and do it with some spot putty on that stuff, because those should be very, very shallow ones, whereas that one there is a fairly major one on the lower left. Anyways, I've had my fill of this. I want this to be done. I want to hit this thing with some of the high build tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens. I want to do the hood as well, which I haven't touched. It's been sitting all this time with some very well set filler on it. It's probably going to be very hard to work, so we'll see how that goes. But there isn't a lot on this hood that I think needs to be done, but then again, I didn't think I needed to do that much on this cab. I thought I was just doing some stuff on the back. I didn't think I was going to end up doing the whole roof. Anyways, there you go. That's it for today. Bye-bye.